Thanks for clicking on the video, and here on our Mimic, we are going to do an Arkham Horror card game expansion set unboxing. This is Harvey Walters' Investigator starter deck, and he is a Seeker class. After we get the packaging open, I'm going to flip through every single card within the deck, and we'll check it out together. I'm pretty excited about these little starter decks. They came out in 2020, and they're readily available even right now. You can get more investigators through the new inspection box sets that they sell that are separate from the campaigns. It's probably more cost effective going that way, but it's sort of cool just to have a singular deck like this. Before we get this deck open, let's look at the back of the box. And it's going to be a 60 card investigator deck. It features ready to play Seeker starter deck along with 26 upgrades for campaign play. Harvey Walters, the Professor, draw cards rapidly and use your expanded hand size to solve arcane mysteries. These cards can also be used to augment and customize existing decks, but just like the other decks, we'll probably just keep it contained here. And I guess that's enough of a look at the packaging. The only thing left to do is get this plastic case open, and there is a clear seal on the top. And I am going to try to tease it off right now. All right, I got a corner loose here and should be able to take off the back side and poke it through the hole. Now, the only thing left to do is get the case loose, which is always hard to do. I'm always afraid of cracking these cases. It's not that durable. All right. There we go. So we got the case open. We have our deck of cards here. Oh, and this time we actually have a little ribbon here that we could pull off. That wasn't in the other set I did earlier. So let me find a thread that is loose here off to the side. Welcome to the channel where we munch on multiple nerdy things from board games to Dungeons & Dragons, comic books to toys, video games on Saturdays, and gamer snacks on Sundays. We also do monthly giveaways. And for the joyous summer months of June and July, we're going to do a pair of authentic TSR D&D products. I'll put a link down below how you could win this awesome prize. If you're watching this in the future, I'm sorry you missed out. You could click our main channel page for our current giveaway. And if you do enjoy the video you're about to watch and see, hopefully consider hitting that like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out on the channel. Thank you for watching. Okay, so got the shrink loose off the top, and the card should come out easily now, and we should be able to preserve the shrink. Okay, there we go, finally. All right, so right on the top is Harvey Walters' location card. Here's the flip side, grayed out. I'll place this off to the side. Let's take a look at his ID card. Harvey Walters, the Professor. He has a 4 willpower, 5 intellect, of course, just 1 combat ability, and 2 evasion speed. After an investigator at your location draws 1 card or more cards from their deck during the investigation phase, that investigator draws an additional card. Limit once per round. He has his bonus effect is a +1 to the value and draw an additional card. His quote is, "I have experience dealing with these sorts of horrors." He has a health of 7 and a sanity of 8. On the flip side, of course, his deck size is going to be 30. Deck building options, Seeker cards, levels 0 to 5. Neutral cards, levels 0 to 5 as well. Deck building requirements, he has to have the card Vault of Knowledge, Thrice Damned Curiosity, and 1 random basic weakness. His backstory is, Professor Walters began as a devotee of the archaic and obscure, but over the years he has discovered that his knowledge of ancient languages, profane relics, and strange rituals is vital to addressing dangers in the modern day. He is both an avid collector of prehistoric euphemerma and fount of knowledge regarding the bizarre primordial religions that worship nightmarish gods eons ago. There is perhaps no sane person alive who knows more about the cult than Harvey. When a supernatural event occurs, Professor Walters brings his considerable resources and experience to bear. So that is a cool little backstory there. Well, put it at the bottom of the deck and take a look at his specialized cards. This one has to be in his deck, Vault of Knowledge. It is a cost of 3 asset. It is a talent, Harvey Walters deck only. Your maximum hand size is increased by 2. After you successfully investigate, exhaust Vault of Knowledge and choose an investigator at your location. That investigator draws 1 card. The flip side, of course, is going to be the regular backing. He has a special weakness here, Thrice Damned Curiosity, Revelation. For every 3 cards in your hand, take 1 damage. Oh boy. And that is his power, right? To have an increased hand size. There's a quote here. I can only hope that my account will not arouse a curiosity greater than sane caution on the part of those who believe me at all. That's from H.P. Lovecraft's story at the Mountains of Madness. And of course, fantastic artwork here. Here is a basic weakness you can add to his deck, Obsessive. Revelation, put Obsessive into play in your threat area. Forced, when your turn begins, discard 1 non-weakness card at random from your hand. Discard Obsessive. Okay, so now we're getting into some other cards I could customize. This is called Arcane Enlightenment. It is a cost of 2. It's a ritual card. Your maximum hand size is increased by 1. So yeah, you can make it even bigger. You have 1 additional hand slot, which you can only be used to hold a tome asset. So not a weapon, for example, I suppose. And Augmented Mind can memorize entire volumes of books. And it looks like there are 2 of those cards. We have Surano Fragments, Book of Books. This is a tome. While you have 5 or more cards in your hand, you get 1 additional intellect. If you have 10 or more cards in your hand, you get +1 willpower. If 15 more cards in hand, you get another addition to your intellect. This is a cost of 1 asset. There are 2 of those cards. This is Disc of Itzamna. This is a protective amulet. It costs 3. It's a relic. When a non-elite weapon spawns at your location, discard the disc, automatically evade that enemy, or deal 2 damage to it. The quote here is, do they fear it because of what it will do to them, or do they fear it because of what it will do to you? Wow, that's pretty cool. Anyways, there are 2 of those cards. Encyclopedia, which I think we've seen before. This has 5 uses. Exhaust Encyclopedia and deal 1 and spend 1 secret. Choose an investigator at your location. That investigator gets +2 to a skill of your choice until the end of the phase. There are 2 of those. This is Feed the Mind. It costs 3. This has 3 uses. Exhaust, Feed a Mind, and spend 1 secret. Tests an intellect. For each point you succeed by to the maximum of 3, draw a card. Probably 2 of those, yep. This is Forbidden Tomb. It costs 1. It has 5 uses. Exhaust Forbidden Tomb and spend 1 secret. Draw 1 card. Then, if you have 10 or more cards in your hand and there are no secrets in Forbidden Tomb, you may discard it to record in your campaign log that you have translated the tome. There are 2 of those. This is Higher Education, cost of 0. While you have 5 more cards in your hand, Higher Education gains. Spend 1 resource, you get a +1 to your willpower for the skill test, or you could also just get a +1 to your intellect skill test. There are 2 of those. This is Laboratory Assistant, an ally. Your maximum hand size increased by 2. After the assistant enters play, draw 2 cards. There are 2 of those. This is Wilton Green, Hunter of Rare Books. It's an ally. While you control a tomb or relic asset, you gain a +1 to your intellect. After you reveal a location or put a new location into play, exhaust, green, search the top 6 decks in your deck for a tomb or relic asset, then draw it, shuffle your deck. She has 2 health and 2 sanity. Probably only one, oh, there's actually 2 of these. Usually allies are just 1 card. This one here is Burning the Midnight Oil, cost 0. Investigate. When this action begins, gain 2 resources. The quote here, you'll sleep when you're dead. Okay, and 2 of those. Here's another 0 cost event. Cryptic Writings, gain 2 resources. After you draw Cryptic Writings during your turn, play it. The quote here, these are few as compared with those in languages I cannot understand. And that's from the story, The Statement of Randolph Carter. 2 of those. Now this is a 12 event, and I haven't seen a number go that high. Extensive research. Reduce the cost to play extensive research by 1 for each card in your hand. Okay, so that's why there's such a high cost value. If you are able to do it, then you discover 2 clues at your location. I guess you, I don't know if you get it or not. You just discover it. So I guess you just put 2 clues at the location, but you don't actually keep it, I suppose. You still have to do a test for that. Nothing in here either. How many do we have left? See the wall behind you. There are 2 of those. This is a cost of 2 event. Occult Invocation. It's a spell. As an additional cost to play Occult Invocation, discard up to 2 cards from your hand. Fight. This attack uses willpower instead of attack. You get +1 intellect and deal +1 damage for this attack for each card discarded as part of the card's cost. There are 2 of those. Here's another cost of 2 event. Preposterous Sketches. Play only if there is a clue on your location. Draw 3 cards. 2 of those. This is a skill deduction. If this skill test is successful while investigating a location, discover 1 additional clue at that location. I knew I had seen this symbol before. I must warn the others before it's too late. There are 2 of those. This is a cost of 1. Library Decont. This is an ally. After Library Decont or Descent enters play, return a tome asset you control to its owner's hand. Play a different tome asset by title from your hand, reducing its cost by 2. 2 of those. Here is another event, but you can see this has a star on it, and now we're getting to the campaign expansion cards. Glimpse of the Unthinkable. This allows you to draw 1 card, shuffle any number of non-weakness cards from your hand into your deck, then draw that many cards. Ignorance is a bliss you cannot afford. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty helpful, actually. There are 2 of those. Esoteric Atlas. 4 uses for this. Spend 1 secret. Choose to reveal a location up to 3 connections away from your location. Move to that location. Wow, okay. Almost like teleporting. This is an upgrade to Green's card. You can see it's 2 stars. While controlling a tomb or a relic asset, you get a +1 to willpower and intellect at the same time. And here you can search the top 9 cards. 2 of those. Here's an upgraded Cryptic Writings. You gain 3 resources, 4 instead if you have 10 or more cards in your hand. 2 of those. This is a card. I've got a plan. Fight. This attack uses willpower instead of attack. This time you get a +2 to your intellect and deal 1 damage for this attack for each clue you have to a maximum of 3. That's the worst plan I've ever heard. Well, what are we waiting for? Pretty silly fun. And there are 2 of those. Mind Over Matter. This is upgraded campaign card. Play fast during your turn until the end of the round. Add your intellect to your attack and evade. Draw 1 card, 2 of those. This is Seeking Answers. I believe this is new. If you succeed, discover 2 total clues from among your location and connected locations. So I guess just a max of 2 though. Some people need to know the truth at any cost. Some truths still cut like knives. There are 2 of those. Perception, which I believe we've seen before. Max 1 committed to skill test. If this test is successful, draw 1 card, 2 cards instead if it succeeds by 2 or more. At last, I found it. 2 of those. This is Forbidden Tome. You can only include this asset in your deck by upgrading it from Forbidden Tome, untranslated, and only if you have translated the tome in your campaign log. If you exhaust this, move 1 damage from the player's card at your location to an enemy at your location. Reduce this ability's cost by 1 for every 4 cards you have in your hand. So it sounds a little bit complicated to use. And this is another variation of it. This one's called Dark Knowledge, 2 of those, and this one's called Secrets Revealed. And so you got to upgrade the tome, so we know that. When you exhaust this, you may move to a connecting location, discover 1 clue at your location, reduce this ability's cost by 1 for every 4 cards, 2 of those. This is Farsight. During your turn, if you have 8 or more cards in your hand, exhaust Farsight, play an event from your hand, paying its cost. Beyond all points in time, beyond all angles of space, beyond the curves of reality. 2 of those. Now we're getting into a 4-star card. Limit 1 per deck. You have 2 additional ally slots, which can only be used to hold assets. When you take damage or horror, no more than 1 of that damage or horror can be assigned to an asset. There's only 1 of these. The famous Necromonicon. This is a 5-star asset. It has 6 uses. Limit 1 per deck. Probably just 1 of these cards. Yep, just 1 in the deck and the last card in this deck. Spend 1 secret. You get +2 skill value. 2 secrets, you get to draw 2 cards. 3 secrets, discover 1 clue at any location. 4 secrets, deal 3 damage to an enemy engaged with you. So pretty powerful, but very costly to use. And yeah, you gotta have the experience to unlock it. All right, and that's pretty much it. So what do you think about this deck? Have you used it before? It sounds very complicated to use. Probably on a scale of 1 to 5, this is probably at a 5 difficulty. I'm not sure how much we will utilize this. I don't think my daughter will use it. I'm less likely to use it, but we'll see. Maybe you'll see in future gameplay. So that has been our unboxing of the Harvey Walters Seeker Investigator Starter Deck. Hopefully you enjoy that, and we will feature other starter decks in the near future. Thanks for watching, everyone, and keep on adventuring out there.